Alright, so this video is going to be the treadmill of trading Discord subscription businesses and why you're stuck at 10k a month. So, the problem we're going to solve in this video is net customer gain. So the reason your MRR is stuck is a concept called net customer gain. Net customer gain is new customers acquired minus customers lost. If you don't know who we are, me, my partner Andy, and our team founded businessgrow.com in December 2023 with a focus on scaling trading Discord membership. Since then, we've produced millions in revenue for trading communities. We have some notable clients like these people. I'm not going to waste your time with that. But let's get into the video. So, net customer gain is basically the actual true rate of growth for your business. So, if we're acquiring 20 customers every month, but we're churning 18 per month, that's survival, not growth. You're just gonna plateau your revenue. Your revenue is not going to go up. Some months it might go down a little bit, so it's just going to go a little bit like this, right? It's not really going to go up. This is because, this is a problem because if you scale marketing, let's say you're now acquiring 100 customers per month, you're also just going to scale that churn as well. So if we acquire 100 customers and you didn't fix churn, your churned customers is now going to become 90 customers churned. So it works in percentages, obviously, right? That's how conversions work. So in that case, you're not really growing your business, you're just growing the problem. But if we fix churn and we got it to 20 customers acquired but 10 customers churned, then your net customer gain is 10 customers instead of 2. So you're going to add 1k MRR, right? And at that point, if we scale marketing, then you're actually going to make some profit. You're actually going to add some customers to your business that actually stay. So that's when you're actually growing your business. In this video, I'm going to walk you through ways we've improved net customer gain for trading Discord clients. We've lowered their churn and scaled marketing, and that's resulted in like a hockey stick for their MRR. So by doing this, we've been able to triple businesses in a matter of months with transformations like this, just instantly doubling it in 30 days, decreasing churn while also increasing the amount of new customers and also conversions on the marketing side. This one as well, half churn, increase the amount of customers we're getting, boom, double the business. And we also have a massive, we have way more, but I'm not going to waste your time with that. Here's a few ways we've lowered churn for trading Discords in the past. So surprise, surprise, ask your fucking customers for feedback. But scientifically, obviously, don't just be like, yo, what's wrong? There's scientific ways of doing it. So you've got to find your business's NPS and track it, okay? Because you need a feedback loop. And you also need to obviously track your churn. Ask your customers which features of the product they use the least and then remove them. And ask them which features they use the most and then do more of that. A common mistake with tracking churn is tracking it like on the monthly time frame, so like the last 4 weeks on WAP. That is a useless metric because that's going to take into account your new customers in that month, so it's just going to give you a completely wrong number. Use the past 3 months churn metric as a bare minimum. Don't worry about the last 4 weeks churn, it's useless. The 90 days is going to give you a real sample size. And the next one is actually onboard your customers like a real business. Don't rely on WAP's onboarding because it's shit. When someone starts this is how you can onboard them. When someone starts a free trial or buys your product, teach them how to use it with an onboarding email journey, video course, like an actual onboarding video course that teaches them how to use the product, pushes them to use the most valuable parts of the product, stuff like that, or just a simple start here Discord channel, or all three. And these are just a few examples of the things we've done that have half churn, and that's allowed us to just increase that net customer gain and massively boost revenue. Teach them how to be a good customer the same way that you teach them how to trade. So you need to, set their expectations correctly. Like a big mistake is over-promising the outcomes they're going to achieve and how quickly they're going to achieve them. Don't tell them they'll be profitable in 3 months if that isn't the average time it takes. So you've got to under-promise and over-deliver. So like the expectations that you set for the client need to be like on a line here, and the true value needs to be a big gap there, right? So that is a very common mistake. set real expectations at the start and just be honest. Actually set them lower than the truth. So like if the true expectation they can have about how quickly it's going to become profitable is here, set their expectations here. That way you're creating that gap, right? And that's when people are going to be really happy with your product. You're going to have a positive NPS, and churn's going to be a lot better. Positive word of mouth is going to be better. So yeah, another huge common mistake on the product side is like just fucking adding just loads of shit, just too much stuff. Like when people start a new business, they'll like online business, they'll just add as much as possible to their product, like just make it a lot of stuff, thinking that that's how you provide value, but that isn't how you provide value. Products with the highest LTV include exactly what the customer wants and nothing extra. If they want futures live trading and you're a futures trader and they're futures traders, they probably don't want to pay for crypto analysis, stock option alerts, and a bunch of extra shit. People don't like feeling like they're paying for stuff they don't use. Churn is low when product usage is high. So that means like if you just have so much stuff that it's impossible for people to use all of it, then you're going to have a lot of churn. You have to have high product usage. So don't just include random shit that no one asked for and no one uses. People also people don't want an 80-hour course, okay? So when you're building a product, remember Alex Hormozzi's value equation, okay? Remember these two here. When you make a really long course, you might think you're increasing customer satisfaction, like showing that you've put a lot of effort in and making a really in-depth course, but sometimes you're actually just making it more effort to get value out of your product and just making that, like just adding more sacrifice, like they have to spend more time to get the outcome that you're delivering, and it takes more time, so you're actually damaging value, you're actually lowering the value of your product and probably just pissing people off. So here are a few metrics you can track to make sure that you are actually providing a good service to people and your product is actually performing. So customer LTV should be around $500. That's what you want to aim for. So if you don't know what customer LTV is, that's like how much do they spend with your business across their like life as a customer. So like LTV can be calculated as monthly price divided by churn as a decimal. So if your price is $100 and your churn is 25%, convert that into a decimal and then divide the price by the decimal, you get $400 customer LTV. So this is like the average, but aim for 500. If you don't know your LTV, you are probably an amateur, you're an idiot, you're not really an actual entrepreneur, this is just a side hustle for you. So if you want to become an actual entrepreneur, you need to master metrics and data and actually start treating your business like a real business. For example, across the past year, our business's LTV has been around 7.7k, maybe higher, maybe a little bit lower. I haven't tracked it in a couple of weeks, but yeah, if you don't have, if you want to get your like yearly LTV, just track the amount of customers you've ever had, divide that by the amount of revenue you've ever had, if that makes sense. So like that's your actual, like what your total LTV has been forever. So if you do all of those things that we just talked about and track these three numbers for an actual feedback loop, LTV, monthly churn, and NPS, you will definitely see massive growth in your MRR. Definitely. If you're actually marketing, right? If marketing's actually up and running. But anyway, if you're a trading coach and you need any help growing your trading coaching business, trading Discord, trading high-ticket mentorship, visit businessgrower.com and book a call. So I hope that was helpful, and thank you for watching.